My name is Robin Shea, and my topic is climate change in East Africa. Despite Africa only contributing to 2% of global emissions, it faces severe climate change impacts. East Africa, in particular, suffers from drought, food insecurity, flooding, migration due to climate change, and economic challenges. The social impacts of this are that communities have been separated due to people being forced to leave their homes because of these severe environmental conditions. Environmentally, biodiversity and natural environments have been degraded, and economic issues have been exacerbated by climate change issues since they add more chaos into the mix. Implementing ecosystem-based solutions can restore natural environments, manage resources, and alleviate these issues without requiring government involvement.
My name is Trisha, and my research topic was how climate change affects coastal communities in Florida. The United States is one of the biggest contributors of climate change, producing around 79% of the world's carbon emissions, and this is affecting their very own state. Florida's vulnerable geography also contributes to how susceptible it is to these impacts of climate issues. Um, Therefore, drastic and decisive measures must be taken to mitigate these consequences quickly. One of the ways that this can be done is through restoring coastal ecosystems, which can help mitigate the impacts of climate change on coastal communities by providing natural buffers against extreme weather conditions. And policies for these should be implemented immediately to reduce one of the main social and economic consequences. That is how flooding affects the economy of tourism that Miami is heavily dependent on, and which usually affects the lower income employees that would likely lose their jobs if this industry was hit.
Hi, my name is Sophia Matthews, and I'm talking about water pollution in Guam, specifically in respects to how the US military is contributing to that. The island has made pleas to halt the construction of a lead leaching shooting range on top of the island's aquifer, and this can basically be seen as extortion. This would have damaging effects on the safety of the largest source of underground fresh water. This is an example of the way that the US government makes decisions that affect people tremendously, and they don't have the voice to advocate for themselves or their natural resources because they're simply in a politically disadvantaged, economically disadvantaged, or racially disadvantaged situation.
My name is Kylie Kohler, and I'm talking about the droughts in Spain. The main cause of the drought in Spain is the loss of rainfall due to climate change. Reservoirs that are dependent upon rainfall are dried up, which is extremely detrimental for a country that is not structured to experience such intense dry spells. Similar to the US, there's a lot of political conflict in regard to climate change, making it difficult to pass laws to ban fossil fuel production. The poor environmental choices made by developed countries are felt deeply around the world and affects everyone on disproportionate levels. Regarding social impacts, jamón is a large part of the Spanish diet and culture, and the loss of rainfall is threatening acorns, which are a pig's main food source. In addition to jamón, olive oil is also a key staple in the Spanish diet, which is being threatened because olive groves are drying out. Some economic impacts are the olive oil prices that have hit a peak high due to dried out olive groves. This not only affects the farmers who are raising the animals and harvesting the crops, but also everyone around the world. And some environmental impacts include livestock and wildlife, as without water, habitats are destroyed and livestock doesn't have access to food. There is also a much greater risk of wildfires. Our carbon emissions are contributing to global warming, which have devastating social, economic, and environmental impacts in all parts of the world. Thank you so much for listening to our presentation on disproportionate impacts of environmental destruction regarding resource scarcity.